so I'm going to try and keep this brief. I know there's people out there saying, yeah, right, not possible, but I'll try to, because there's a lot of information that I want to pass. I wasn't going to do a video, but I've actually got an apology, and I'll tell you who's that to. So I showed you the results of what happened on Friday. Now last night there's a gentleman, Paul, who runs he does. He runs all the bench rest competitions at Townsville SSAA, and which I wasn't aware, but there's an Australian bench rest competition with its own targets and everything. I didn't know there was also an international bench rest that was different, and so I thought when I came. When I got there last night, that it was going to be the same as what I think I shot at the Aussie bench rest. I think I shot the SSAA bench rest competition. I think I shot a couple of times, and so I was used to that. But then I turned up and I saw this, and I went, "What?" And he said, "Oh, you've shot this before, haven't you?" And I said, "No, I haven't." And he said, "Well, it's different. It's different in that all you're trying to do is put one shot in each of those bulls." So I was using this, my CZ 457 with the IBI barrel, and so first three targets. So if you touch the tiny little dot in the center, that's considered an X, or what they do is if you hit 3 of those center dots and you scored 10, 10, 10, 9, 8, which is 47. Because I hit that dot 3 times, it's 47.3, and they just add it up, and at the end, it's... So I hit 7 of those dots eventually, because I got worse, and I ended up scoring 234.7, which means 234 with 7 X's. That's what he called them, X's. It's a dot. So this is the first time I'd shot it, and I hadn't shot this rifle in a long time. I started off with the early match, and I got X, 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 9, 8, then X, 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 8, 9, and I thought, hey, this is alright, I think I'll do alright here. And then, so I ended up getting 234.7, so 234 with 7 X's. So 234 out of a possible 250. That's only 16 points off maximum, and I thought, this is a lot easier than I thought. And so out of there was only 4 of us. Yeah, there was only 4 of us shooting, and I got second on that first relay, first detail. Sorry, first detail. And I thought, it's too easy. So I can only get better. But what I did was, I took 2 lots of ammo with me. I took the Ely match, which, I love and normally shoot, and that's what I shot with this first detail. And then I thought, you know what, I'm going to test out the RWS Rifle Match S, because I'd had pretty good results with that. Well, no, I got 216.2, which, it was really windy. Again, excuses. And then I went, this RWS, it's not really doing it for me. So I swapped back to Ely, and I did better. Yeah, I did a little bit better. I got 221.4. So it's good, because it was a good experience, and it taught me something. It taught me that, you know what, if Ely matches is the target ammo that you choose, then stick with it. Don't muck around with other ammo. And plus that Ely match ammo was rim thickness sorted and weight sorted. So yeah, but you know what? Trying to read that wind. You know, even that, we were only shooting at 50 meters. Even with that, man, there was like how many? 5 or 6 wind indicators, spinners, and they were like. A lot of the time they would all just be doing different things, and so how the hell are you supposed to interpret what sort of compensation you're supposed to apply when one will be spinning this way really slow, and then one 10 meters down the track is spinning you know, slightly in a different direction, really fast, and it's like, because the way it's set up, it's really weird. There's this massive berm on the left-hand side, and it's like, it's almost 3/4 of the way down. So it's sort of, it's funneling the wind in a really, really weird way. Yeah, it was really weird. Anyway, but it was good fun. It was good fun to shoot that competition. The best shooter was a gentleman called Julian. He's in a wheelchair. Man, he scored, what was his best score? 246. Are you kidding me? That's 4 points off, you know, 250 off maximum. He's a good shooter. Yeah, really good. So, sorry for getting out of shot. Let's see. So, I'll talk about this rifle next, and that is my Hauer 223 varmint. So, first shots through it. So, what I was aiming to do was to shoot off, because I've got a whole heap of ADI, the 55 grain Game King ammo, and like hundreds and hundreds of rounds, because I bought a bulk tin of it. You know what? When I purchased that, they were not producing 69 grain Sierra Match King ammo. They are now. Yeah, I wish they had it back then, because that's what I would have bought. Because the little Hauer mini action that I had that loved 69 grain Sierra Match Kings, and I assumed that this would have a similar chamber and would do well with 69 grain Sierra Match Kings, but because like that 55 grain hundreds of rounds of that 55 grain ammo is just sitting there, I thought, you know what, I'll shoot the whole 100 rounds off, you know, get this barrel worked in or broken in, or whatever mysterious mumbo jumbo people believe about barrel breaking, and but I just wanted to shoot off those 100 rounds so that I could have 5-form brass. And as soon as I've done this video, I'm going to start, well, I've decapped it. I need to tumble it, but I'm not tumbling it because it's really bloody noisy and you wouldn't appreciate that. I'm talking really fast because I want to get through this, not because I'm on speed or anything like that. I'm on a depressant beer. My apologies for drinking, right? For drinking beer and handling firearms. Ooh! You know? Oh, God. So anyway, what happened? So I've actually got some targets here. So this 55 grain ammo is totally unsuited for this rifle, and it proves it. Mind you, the first group that I shot after zeroing it, the first group that I shot was .65, 5 shots, and I thought, yeah, all right, maybe this likes 55 grain ammo, but no. Then it was 1.17. That is actually a 5-shot group. Then I realised, yeah, nah. 2.1, 1.46. Yeah, that's rubbish. So this is a 10-shot group, 2.2, 10-shot group, 1.7. I was doing big groups, 10-shot. I just wanted to blast it out, and I didn't want to destroy, you know, 100 targets, you know, just shooting 5-shot groups. So this is all the ADI 55 grain ammo, bulk ammo, 1.2, 1.56. That is a 10-shot group. 2.2, 1.3, 2.2, 1. That looks like 5 shots, so that's a 5-shot group, 1. Then 1.4 and 1.5, so that was 100 rounds of the 55 grain Game King ammo. And then, so then I thought, you know what, I've got some 69 grain ammo, and so 69 grain Sierra Match Kings with 25 grains of AR2208 Varget, and this stuff was made for, pardon me, my Remington 7615. Pardon me, when I had that, I no longer have it. So this ammo is not made for this rifle, but they're still 69 grain pills, so they should, in theory, I thought they should do a lot better than the 55 grains, because I've found that the Hauer 223s like the heavier pills. the chamber and the barrel twist is for the heavier pills, 69 grain pills, and I'm right, because 5 shots, 0.87, now 4 shots, 0.8, and this massive flyer that put it out to 2.4, but I'll tell you why I think that is, and that is 5 shots, it's not 3, so there was 2 rounds, it must have been 3 rounds go through that hole, 1.1, so that is 5 shots. And I can prove it because I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, I'm missing an empty case. Must have left it there, must have dropped it. But yeah, I shot 15. So this ammo was made for the Remington 7615 and made to fit in the PMag. So they're really short. Yeah, nowhere near where that projectile is nowhere near as far out as it should be for this rifle. So even though it was not designed for this ammo was not designed for this rifle, it still did pretty good. Which gives, yeah, affirms that, yeah, 69 grain Sierra Match King. I do have some heavier, I think I've got some 75s and 90s. So I'll try everything, you never know, you know. So that's that rifle. Where can I put him? There, rabbit, you take care of that. And then, this thing. So this is where the apology applies. And I never thought I'd be apologising to these individuals or this company, but I am. That's the thing about me. If I am wrong, I will admit that I'm wrong. And if someone deserves an apology because of my wrongfulness, I will apologise. So who am I apologising to? I am apologising to Winchester, and in particular Olin, who make Winchester's ammunition and primers. So please forgive me, Winchester and Olin, I was wrong. A few videos ago I said that these Winchester Olin primers were garbage, and that Winchester make garbage ammo. I'm not going to retract that they make second-rate ammo, but there's nothing wrong with these primers. And I'll tell you how I found out. Because what happened was, the first time that I put these primers in to the Swiss, like it was all over the place. Like some of them I was having to jam in and you'd hear a clunk, and then some would just go in like, and I thought, man, these things are all over the place. The quality control and the tolerances are just all over the place. Well, guess what? When I actually measured, if you recall on that other video, I actually measured the diameter, and I think the weight. I weighed them and I measured the diameter of these, of the CCI Magnums, and also, you know what, for the life of me I can't remember what the other one was. But these were actually the most consistent, so 10 of each. I just grabbed 10 of each of those primers. These were the most consistent, which sort of threw me right off. It was like, what? That doesn't seem right, considering the problem, the massive differential in the amount of tension I needed to seat those primers. Like, it was a big difference. So, last night, I made up, we're back in a sec. Right, I'm back. Again, bad preparation, yeah. Should be writing a script too. Yeah. Last night, I made up how many? Yeah, 30 rounds. So there were 3-shot groups, so there was 6 rounds of 48, 6 of 48.5, 6 of 49, 6 of 49.5, 6 of 50. 3-shot groups. Now, when I was priming this brass, and the brass is Norma brass, when I was priming this brass, I had some real difficulty. Like, there was the usual inconsistency in the amount of force I needed to apply to seat the primers. like a big inconsistency again. Some of them crunching in and others just slipping in. So that it's pretty clear, and it's not the primers, because I measured those primers. They're consistent. So what that tells me is the primer pockets of this Norma brass, and it's not old brass, the primer pockets of this Norma brass are shit. Now the difficulty that I experienced was that I had some of the cases, like I had trouble getting them. Some just slipped into the shell holder, no problems, slipped in and out, yeah, no problems. Others, I sort of had difficulty getting in, and then I'd prime it and like it was jammed in there. I had, like, quite literally, I had to take the shell holder, everything out and smack the case out. What that tells me is that the actual case head, the rim, there is a serious inconsistency in that rim thickness. So what I'm going to do with this Norma brass, I think I've got about 100 cases, and this is the most expensive brass I've ever purchased, Norma. And I can tell you right now, this is the last time ever that I purchased Norma brass. I don't care if it's the only brass available for whatever calibre I'm looking for. I will never ever again buy Norma brass. It's really, really expensive. It's more expensive than Lapua. Seriously. So all of that Norma brass that cost an arm and a leg, I'm scrapping, because it's just garbage. It's just so inconsistent and all over the place. It's just rubbish. So what happened? I'll actually show you the groups, which, yeah, now that there's no doubt that some of those primers were crunched and damaged, because I really had to crunch them. Because the reason why even after saying that the Winchester primers were garbage, I sort of had a suspicion after I did that comparison, the weight and the diameter comparison between those three types of primers. And the Winchester was the most consistent. And after that, I thought, you know what? I'm going to give them another go. And it would appear that there's nothing wrong with that. The primers, it's Norma cases. So these were the first 3 shots through the rifle. This is with 168 grain CCI Magnum. So I had 48 grains of AR-2209, Hodgson 4350. That's 1.67, but considering it was the first shots through it, it's almost half an inch, so 1.5 inches, so nothing unusual there. Then 48 grains again, they're all 3-shot groups, 0.8, so that's 48, like, did well on Friday as well. Then 48.5, 1.7, 48.5, 1.6, 49, 2.2, 49, 1.5, 49 and a half, 1.2, 49 and a half, 1.1, 50, 2.1. Isn't it? Yes, it is. Oh, and 50, 1.6. So they're all sort of hovering around 1.5 inch mark, but 48, yeah, 0.8, 48, I think I'm going to make up a heap of the Swiss ammo, because I've also got a shitload of cases of PPU cases. How do you like it? Stop the presses. This guy is actually preferring PPU brass to Norma brass, and PPU brass probably costs about, I don't know, half as much, by 1/3 as much as the Norma stuff does. Half, I'll say. But 48 grains of AR-2209, Hodgson 4350, I'm going to make up a heap more of that and then try that. So it's been a busy few days. I went Friday morning, last night, this morning, and now I've got to rush, make up a heap of the 223 ammo, and I'm going to go tomorrow morning. Yeah, so this video's been actually longer than I wanted it to, but I specifically wanted to just everyone to take note that I am admitting that I was wrong about the Winchester primers. My apologies to Winchester and Olin. Nothing wrong with your primers. It was Norma brass that was the problem. So I probably should have realised that pretty early on, but I didn't because I'm a bit of a thick mongrel. Yeah, a bit thick. I'm still learning. You know what? Like when I made this 223 ammo for the 7615, I was still a noob. I don't have expanded mandrels for the. I don't have 22 caliber expanded mandrels or 224 caliber expanded mandrels, so I've got to get a couple. But I should be all right because actually the Lee expandable is, I polished that and it's super smooth, so that shouldn't be a problem. But anyway, again, apologies to Winchester and Olin. I was wrong. Nothing wrong with your primers. Yeah, the normal brass is garbage. So until tomorrow, after I come back and give you a full report after I've made that 223 ammo, until then, see you later.